Yo, I'm in beast mode and it shows. Lost 3 stones in a row. I think I've finally grown, yeah. On the road to riches, it's been a rocky road. I'm rocky at the Apollo with Creed all on my clothes. I miss going Cologne and Greece so we could roam in European cars. I'm German whipping out in France, but London's still in my heart. Swiss watch on my arm, the one I used to raise my glass. I should be drinking in the dance. Corona's got me at home, Corona popping. Been a showstopper, couldn't picture the show stopping. But it's still money over bitches, we're only mobbing. You know the world revolves around me till I'm dizzy and sick to my stomach. If greed can feed your hunger, then the dunya's gonna done you. When I saw the silver lining.
Hey YouTube, this is Uncle Momo's music reaction channel where I provide my views on talented artists who have low subscribers and low views, as well as talented artists from around the world. Now once again, I have no idea or the reason why they have low subscribers or low views, but I'm going to bring it to the forefront of my channel for us to view. Now today I'm going to upload about 4 or 5 reactions, and I will let you know on these particular artists as I am going along. So my next reaction is going to be Avelino with the Four Seasons Freestyle. Now, as you know, Avelino, if you don't know Avelino, then you've been sleeping like, I don't know where you've been. Seriously, I really don't. But if you do know Avelino, then you know that his wordplay, his penmanship is absolutely dynamite. And there's no one apart from Rich 2 that you can even attempt to do a comparison on. So that's going to be my next reaction. But before that, if this is your first time coming over to my channel, then please go over to my homepage and work your way from the bottom all the way up to the top, because there are some fantastic, amazing artists which I do not want you to miss out on. And I'm talking about amazing artists with low subscribers and low views, but also mixed up into the bunch is established amazing artists with high subscribers and high views. And I would love you to do your comparison and then come to the realization that these particular artists with low subscribers and low views are equally as good as any top list A-list artist out there. And I promise you, you will not be disappointed. So if you go into my homepage, you see the categories broken down. For instance, hip-hop. It's hip-hop from around the world. I've got English hip-hop, I've got American hip-hop, I've got German hip-hop, I've got African hip-hop, I've got Brazilian hip-hop, I've got Romanian hip-hop, I've got Ukraine hip-hop, I've got international hip-hop, I've got Indian hip-hop. I've got loads of different kinds of styles of hip-hop from around the world. And I would just love you to just jump in there with both feet and look around. And remember, these are mixed up with established and non-established artists. So please enjoy yourself. Now, if you would like to follow me on any social media platforms, then go over to my About page. There's a number of links there. Just click on it and you take you straight over to any one of those social media platforms. Incidentally, I would love you to follow me on Instagram, Uncle Momo's Music Reactions. And when you do, please leave me a voice message, because I just love to hear your voice. It's as simple as that. Now, before I go and start my reactions to Avelino's 4 Seasons, and remember, I do not stop and pause. I do my reactions after. I like to appreciate the music without stopping and pausing, saying, "Oh my God, did you hear that ball?" I don't do that. I do. I react to my reactions after that. So please be. It's not even please be warned. It's just a thing. It's a thing that I do. I don't like going and looking at other reactions when they're stopping and pausing. But I do like their breakdowns, however. But my channel is completely different. So if you're looking for a channel that's stopping and pausing, this is not the channel. I don't do that. Right, I'm going to read a couple of your comments, then go straight into my my third reaction. Once again, if you'd like me to give you a shout out or read your comments, it's simple. Leave me a comment. I can't say any fairer than that. Right, let's go straight into it. Lime Game, good morning. Joshua Kumoma, he goes, Gracie. That is the Miyagi track with Trench Town, a homage to Bob Marley. Amazing track. Check that out. Repo Bob, Live from the Abyss was a show that was live streamed during the pandemic. Okay, so that was Love Heart, Brave Hearted. That's a Japanese heavy metal band, and they're just blowing everybody's mind away. Please check that out. Cyber Mathatis, good morning, how you doing? He goes, yes, and the Japanese vocal version is also beautiful, as Sammy sings so much in Japanese, but we are glad she sings in English. So Love Bites will have a wider appeal to fans around the world. We're all hoping that the tour in the USA in the near future. What about you? What about the UK? Come on. Good morning to T-Bot Timon, little boy. Good morning. How you doing, mate? Musa, good morning. How you doing? Anton, good morning. Right, let's go straight into my next reactions. This is Avelino, Freestyle, Four Seasons. I know what to expect. Loveliness. When we finish looking at the video, I'm going to give you a couple of information regarding Avelino as well. But for now, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music. Can you dig it?
Yo, been in the wild, I had to wait a while. Trying to make it happen, never knew if I would make it out. Work hard, play hard, I never played around. Had to go goals just so I could bring the rape around. I pulled up to where I grew up on a grown thing, it was Rolls Royces. Spoiled for choice with gal, I really had no choices. I'm backstage and rolling loud, cause I speak for the voiceless. Tapping into greatness and I still remember tapping oysters. Yeah, but then we bust, Turn my drive into Bentley trucks. Mercedes just sent a truck with a Benz in the back, it's love. VIP deals with them, we're VIP in the club, it's lit. Glow dark, lad, you never saw me so dark in the park. Been a runner, this ain't a walk in the park, it was hard. Hard food in my pocket, shot in there, shot for the stars, and it made me a target. That's when I knew I'm making it far. Yo, I'm in beast mode and it shows. Lost 3 stones in a row, I think I finally grown, yeah. On the road to riches, it's been a rocky road. I'm rocky at the Apollo with Creed all on my clothes. I miss going Cologne and Greece so we could roam in European cars. I'm German whipping out in France, but London's still in my heart. Swiss watch on my arm, the one I used to raise my glass. I should be drinking in the dance. Corona's got me at home, Corona popping. Been a showstopper, couldn't picture the show stopping. But it's still money over bitches, we're only mobbing. You know the world revolves around me till I'm dizzy and sick to my stomach. If greed can feed your hunger, then the dunya's gonna done ya. When I saw the silver lining, there was thunder. They was clapping at him, 9 niggas 6 feet under. One day my days will be numbered. Why you think there ain't a budget when I'm balling? On the phone to God, I'm answering my calling. The devil's doing me dirty, had dirty money, I earned it. I'm earnest, I found my purpose, then lost myself, cause it's worth it. Been to more Christian Dior stores than I've been to churches. I preach and no practice perfect, but anytime you hear that I speak, man, it's a sermon. My demons got me determined. I had to roll up in Hermes when she weren't even working. I needed something to work with, yeah. Might just blow the bag on couple Birkins. LV purse for my mom, I'm spending purses. Versace cause of these verses, they roll out the red carpet. For me it was meant to be curtains. I'm Curtis Jackson, get rich or die trying. Been a white rapper and the aftermath, maybe Marshall Mathers. Yo, there's no way out, that's why they call it trapping. Anytime I looked into the future, I saw March Madness. I'm from a mad place, it wasn't always cameras and campaigns. From a neck of the woods where they grab chains. Had to grab opportunities just to have change. They weren't trying to penny my thoughts before the cash came. Came to the conclusion that that's just how them gals stay. But I still eat at the Ritz with them, that's where I'm staying. Take a shot for a shot, call I'm poverty grown. I think about it, then I pour one, ayy. Hey. V.
So that was Avelino Freestyle. This is the Four Seasons Spring edition. He is the originator of Head Hurts. Same thing with Rich 3-2. Between them two, they make a head hurt. And I'm glad that it was a short freestyle, because my head was like, wow, I catch all of the bars. But I'm not going to freak out and say, oh my God, did you hear that bar? That bar was absolutely brilliant. He said, no. We appreciate the artist's form. Avelino, Tottenham. I know Tottenham very, very, very well. I don't know if you know Castle Road. I'm sure you know Castle Road, Avelino. But that's where I was rocking for a number of years. I'm going to read a number of information about Avelino for people that don't know who Avelino is, and for people that do know who Avelino is but can't be bothered to who break down the bars but don't actually break down the actual person. Right. So in 2011 to 2014. 2014, it's got the beginning. I'm looking at it from Wikipedia. Original rapping underneath monikers AA, derived from his initials and Bobby Brown. Avelino first released his freestyle on YouTube in his debut mix Underdog Music was released in 2013. In 2014-2015, Avelino rose to prominence in 2014 following his release on his second mixtape, Ironic Ambitions, which was featured on DJ Semtech. If you don't know who DJ Semtech is, I'll put his links down there below. But DJ Semtech is someone who's waving a flag for UK hip-hop, certainly for the unknown UK hip-hop artists, as well as established UK hip-hop artists. He's really waving a flag, and he has been done so for God knows how long. So just a little bit on DJ Semtech. He had a mixtape and which was top 5, I believe, with Avelino's track, which was on the BBC Radio 1 Extra. His presence with Wretch 2, I think that came around about 2015-2016. He was championed, it says, throughout 2015, Avelino was championed by fellow Tottenham MC Wretch 2. The two rappers released a joint mixtape editing Young Fire, Old Flame. Now, if you've seen the Fire in the Booth with Charlie Sloth with Wretch 2 and Avelino, before Avelino starts rapping, he says, "Hold tight, Young Fire, Old Flame." So that's what he's talking about. This is the actual mixtape from that, and that was released on the 18th of December 2015, and that had an absolutely positive feedback as well. And it goes on. I can read more. Go onto the Wikipedia, check out these lifestyle and what is Avelino, and I think it's really good to do that before you start reacting to his tracks and trying to break down his bars and say, "Oh, do you hear what he said?" and you know what that means and all that stuff, because you don't know what that means. You might think you know what that means until you actually speak to or listen to what is Avelino, or experience where he's coming from, or read through what is Wikipedia and you know what he's talking about. That's what I feel a lot of reactors don't really do. They break down the bars but not the actual person, and I think that's very, very important, to break down the person, to see to get sort of like an insight of this particular artist and where he's coming from, and his drive and his ambitions, and where he's going to, and as well as the bringings that he brings in with other particular artists. And I think that's very, very I think it's very important to do that, because he is a formidable artist. He really is. And look, it's been a long, long time. Look how long his hair is. He's got locks now. It's the same thing like when Wretch 2 started doing his locks. One moment you saw him with, pickies, and the next thing you know, his locks is all shoulder length. It's like, what's going on? So I like to see what Avelino's doing in that. He is a toast to him, because, like I said, he has been through the absolute wars to get where he is. He earns his scars. He's earned his stripes. I just can't wait for his next album to be released. I hope he does another Daily Duppy, just to bring, when he's doing his promotion of his new release. I really hope so, because it will bring the house down once again. In this particular freestyle, and it is a freestyle, there was certain reference that was recognizable from his other previous GRM Daily tracks, the Louis Vuitton, the Christian reference in there as well. But he's changed it around. Like I said, it's a freestyle. He said also about the 20k cash thing. So he has been repetitive, but he's put it in a different kind of format, which for me is okay, because when you listen to Avelino's tracks and some other artists, they bite certain words, or they bite certain phrases from Avelino, as well as Wretch 2 as well, because they are leading pioneers when it comes to brain effing with you with their lyrics. And so there's a lot of people, when you hear Avelino say a certain verse, give it a couple of weeks and you see another rapper saying it in a different kind of way, then another rapper saying it in a different kind of way, then another rapper saying it in a different kind of way. So they're not they don't follow fashion. They are the fashion to follow. Do you know what I mean? And for me that makes sense. Anyway, Avelino, you've earned your stripes. You are cruising in, like you said, in a BM. I hope you got. Last time I saw you, it was a wasn't it a Rolls Royce? It was black and orange that he was in. Correct me if I'm wrong about that one. The Bentley, the black and white, but it was orange seatings with black with a kind of, I don't know if it was a navy brown, really dark brown, which almost looked like black with the orange seatings, leather seatings. That was a badass car. I hope you said that you are back because of the pandemic. I don't see you going floating around Tottenham anymore, but you know, if you are, that's all good. I like the way one of the tracks, I think it was on Cassius Clay, when you showed the big massive Snell by near St Anne's Road. Like I said, I'm a Stokey man, so, and my family's from Tottenham as well, so I'm always around and around about there. I still go down to Tottenham as well and have it with the people and the boys them, with the man's them, so to speak. So it's just really nice and refreshing that you see someone who you can relate to that's absolutely making a prolific impact on the world with your bars, and it's transcending across the world, man. And it must be a lovely feeling. And for that reason, Avelino, and I know I sent you a message yesterday regarding your track, and you responded back to me with a respect. So thank you very much for that, Avelino. It was, wait a minute, I've got it right down here, the things that I said. I said, always been a big star, twinkle now in the diamond. And you replied back with, you acknowledged that what I said. So thank you very much for that, Avelino. And for that reason, I salute you, sir. Big up.
Anytime I looked into the future, I saw much madness. I'm from a mad place, it wasn't always cameras and campaigns. From a neck of the woods where they grab chains. Had to grab opportunities just to have change. They weren't trying to penny my thoughts before the cash came to the conclusion that that's just how them gals stay. But I still eat at the Ritz with them, that's where I'm staying. Take a shot for a shot, call, I'm poverty grown. I think about it, then I pour one, ayy.